Pacific greetings to all our APTC graduands joining us today. On behalf of the Australia Pacific Training Coalition, it's my pleasure to congratulate you on your very special graduation day. As you know, COVID-19 has brought on a new normal, and this includes the way we celebrate graduations. While we cannot celebrate this ceremony together, it does not take away that we are still proud of what you have accomplished. To each and every member of today's graduating cohort, take pride in the hard work and sacrifices you put in to successfully complete your studies. I'm sure today is not only a very proud moment for those graduating, but for your families, your trainers, and everyone who's played a part in reaching this result. While the extensive impacts of COVID-19 have presented profound challenges to the development and human well-being of our region, the new skills you have gained from your training will be more relevant than ever in the post-COVID economic recovery of your own countries. Our resiliency as Pacific people is our solid foundation to empower us all to move forward into the future. Now is the time to come together, demonstrate compassion, generosity, and respect for others. As an institution, APTC remains committed to Pacific prosperity, and we're also thinking about how our work can contribute to our region's economic recovery. To our graduands, today you also join our APTC family of more than 15,000 graduates across the region. I encourage you to become an active member of your APTC Alumni chapter in your countries and stay connected with us. We would also like to thank you for the opportunity in letting us share in your learning. We trust that you will continue to strive to be the very best you can be in your chosen work. With these few words, I wish to congratulate all of our graduating cohort once again and wish you all the very best for your future.
Warm Pacific greetings. My name is Anna Naupa and I'm the APTC Country Director for Vanuatu and Nauru. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to APTC Vanuatu's first ever virtual graduation. I would like to acknowledge and thank the Honourable Minister for Education and Training, Simon Solé, his Director General and the Director for Tertiary Education Directorate. I would also like to acknowledge Her Excellency the Australian High Commissioner to Vanuatu, Sarah de Zuten, and her wonderful team at the High Commission. I would also like to acknowledge our many partners, the Vanuatu Institute of Technology, the Vanuatu Institute of Teacher Education, the Vanuatu Qualifications Authority, the Vanuatu Teaching Service Commission, the Labour Commission, the many government ministries and departments that we work with, and also the private sector and industry partners that APTC engages with to ensure that the qualifications we provide our students remain to a world standard. To the APTC staff, family and friends tuning in today, and most importantly those of you who are here tuning in to celebrate the graduates' achievements, thank you for participating in this milestone moment for APTC and our community. I extend my warmest congratulations to the 46 Ni Vanuatu men and women who are graduating from Semester 2 2019 and who have already received their graduate certificates and awards in person. I acknowledge everybody who's helped you on your journey to help you achieve your dream in securing qualification, and who've helped you in the sacrifices that you might have made for family in supporting you in this journey. Graduates, this virtual video is produced as a celebration of your achievements. You mark a milestone for APTC in being our first virtual graduates, and we do this out of respect to the situation that faces Vanuatu, the Pacific and the world, and out of respect to the challenges of the global health pandemic of COVID. Physical distancing and good hygiene practice has never been more important for all of us, and APTC is doing a virtual graduation out of respect of the importance and the seriousness with which we need to treat our health and our hygiene. So, in having this first virtual graduation for APTC Vanuatu, I hope you are sitting back relaxing and enjoying what is yet to come in this show. And I would like to encourage our graduates in particular to continue to connect with the APTC family in Vanuatu and across the Pacific, and may you continue to use the well-earned and well-practiced skills that you've learned here at APTC and use them in your communities, share them with your workplaces, and use them even to start your own business if that is where the situation takes you. Congratulations.
Graduates, Her Excellency Sarah D. Sointen, Australian High Commissioner to Vanuatu, Mrs. Molly Middleby, APTC Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Anna Naupa, APTC Country Director for Vanuatu and Nauru, representatives from the local and national education and training stakeholders, including the Vanuatu Institute of Technology, representatives from the Ministry of Education and Training, representatives of industry, civil society and tourism sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls across Vanuatu. Hello and warm welcome to you all. Today I'm delighted to be featured in the first ever APTC virtual graduation and virtual celebrate the graduation of 46 talented women and men of Vanuatu. Graduate, I congratulate you for your hard-working sacrifice and share your excitement as you embark on contributing to a more skilled, inclusive, productive workforce for your country and region. Today, 46 new Vanuatu students will be virtually celebrate their qualification in 10 different technical and vocational programs. Those qualifications include Applied Fashion Design and Technology, Carpentry, Commercial Cookery, Education Support, Hospitality, Individual Support, Plumbing, Tourism, Training and Assessment, Leadership and Management. I commend you for your effort in choosing and to pursue further studies and extend this gratitude to your families, friends and employers who have supported your efforts. A special mention to the 28 women in the ceremony. Women in Vanuatu are key contributors to the society, and it is blessing to see today that majority of today's graduates are women. You will join more than 2,000 Vanuatu nationals who have graduated from APTC since its establishment. 44% of our women. An Australian qualification award is indeed a significant achievement. On graduating today, you are in a position to put internationally recognized qualifications into practice as a part of the Vanuatu workforce as well as abroad. Education is a priority for the government of Vanuatu. The National Sustainable Development Plan NSDP 2016-2030 serves as the country's highest level policy framework. Quality education is one of the 15 National Sustainable Development Goals. During the unprecedented times, the coronavirus pandemic has brought innovative ways of learning, including home school packages, remote and virtual learning. I acknowledge the school principal and leaders of the schools in Vanuatu as they continue to improve and innovate the ways of teaching and training. The Ministry of Education and Training is an enthusiastic partner in consultations and development of the TVET sectors. The Vanuatu government's vision for education and skill development involves delivering on the education-related sustainable development goals, as well as international commitments such as education for all, upholding children's rights. This includes an education system which aims to provide everyone, young men, with a long life skills, value, confidence, and to be self-reliant and further contribute to the development of Vanuatu. I acknowledge the contribution of the Australian government as a partner for skills development of Vanuatu nationals and Pacific Islands across region through APTC. I am happy to note that Vanuatu government welcomes working more closely with APTC as it engages with Pacific governments, training providers and industries across the region to ensure training is relevant and aligned to the career aspiration of the Pacific Islanders. I commend APTC existing partnership with the local training institutions and stakeholders to contribute to the quality of TVET in Vanuatu, including Ministry of Education and Training, Ministry of Justice and Community Services, Vanuatu Institute of Technology, Vanuatu Qualification Authority, and stakeholders from the industry, civil society and communities. As part of APTC alumni of 15,000 graduates, I look forward to your contributions to Vanuatu and the region. I thank the APTC team for organizing this virtual graduation ceremony and look forward to fruitful days ahead in partnering for skill development in Vanuatu and the Pacific. To today's graduates, best wishes in your future endeavors and congratulations.
As we would do in a real-life graduation, please join us in standing for the national anthems of Vanuatu and Australia.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth fertile, our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts,
graduates, Honorable Minister for Education and Training, Honorable Simeon Seule, Her Excellency Zara De Zoeten, the Australian High Commissioner to Vanuatu, Ms. Soli Mithalby, APTC Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Ananaupa, APTC Country Director for Vanuatu and Nauru, representatives from local and national education and training stakeholders including the Vanuatu Institute of Technology, representatives from the Ministry of Education and Training, representatives of industry, civil society and the tourism sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across Vanuatu. I am delighted to deliver this keynote address in APTC first ever virtual graduation and to celebrate the achievement of 46 talented women and men of Vanuatu as they re-enter the employment world. Today will be remembered by those graduating as a milestone, a new chapter, a new level of achievement and a dream come true for each of you. Congratulations for that achievement. I commend you for your efforts in choosing to upskill through APTC, mastering all challenges during your studies and staying the course until you receive your award. You will join more than 2,000 Vanuatu nationals who have graduated from APTC since its establishment here in Vanuatu way back 2007. 54% of APTC's Vanuatu alumni are women. As a graduate, you have a golden opportunity to put your internationally recognized qualification into practice as part of Vanuatu's workforce here and abroad. I understand that there is a 100% satisfaction rate of Vanuatu employers of APTC graduates. This is an excellent result and shows the high expectation of you as new APTC graduate going into the workforce. Have pride in your knowledge and skills and apply this with professionalism in the workplace. Decent employment brings greater economic opportunities and helps to improve not only your livelihood but the livelihoods of your families and communities for the benefit and progress of Vanuatu and the Pacific Island region. Having said the above statement, for me as Commissioner of Labour in Vanuatu, when I first took up the position, I find it very challenging because I am a woman in that leadership role. At times I had to make important decisions which affects the livelihood of our people. For women to develop confidence to take up leadership role, there is need for support of everyone including the government itself. For me, I find it very useful the desire to change systems that do not work and a desire to create systems that does work. Having a role model and institutions such as APTC is useful to support both women and men in their career path and for those who aspire to advance in higher education. The Vanuatu government has enjoyed a close relationship with APTC since 2007 as it delivers internationally recognized Australian skills and knowledge in the Pacific across a wide range of programs. In 2020, with all that has changed with our economy, the job market has changed for graduates, but the skills you have gained at APTC place you in a good position for whatever the job future may hold for you. Some APTC alumni have chosen to participate in labor mobility programs. This has been a great opportunity to build international experience and ensure a net skills gain for Vanuatu. When labor mobility workers return to Vanuatu, they bring back additional skills from international work on top of their existing qualifications. This is what will help Vanuatu's economy to prosper. Although there are currently travel restrictions due to the coronavirus pandemic, the skills acquired through APTC, whether it be employability skills or trade skills, are still very useful. Recently, the Department of Labour, the Pacific Labour Facility and APTC ran a work-ready skills program for 63 in Vanuatu. This was generously sponsored by the Australian government, and we acknowledge that work-ready skills are always of benefit to any job market. Graduates, the employment world awaits you. You have a golden opportunity to put your skills you have learned into practice. I thank the APTC team for organizing this virtual graduation and celebrating the achievement of these graduates. To immediate parents and families, we thank you for your support in making the dream of these graduates a reality. To today's graduates, best wishes in your future endeavors, and again, congratulations to you all. Thank you, Tomas.
Graduates, Honourable Minister Simon Seole, Minister for Education and Training, Ms. Soli Middleby, APTC Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Anna Naupa, APTC Country Director for Vanuatu and Nauru, Ms. Muriel Madsen, Commissioner of Labour, representatives from the Ministry of Education and Training, representatives from local and national education and training stakeholders, representatives of industry, civil society and the tourism sector, ladies and gentlemen, families and friends. Hello Long Yumi everyone. It is with great pleasure that I join you all for this first ever virtual graduation ceremony organised by the Australian Pacific Training Coalition. I'm particularly excited that this is my first time to address an APTC graduation cohort. So, whilst a bit unusual, it's a special one for me. Firstly, and most importantly, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates who have successfully completed your training. You have made sacrifices and you have demonstrated outstanding commitment to get to this point. I am pleased to share in your excitement as you embark on your post-study careers, contributing to a more skilled, inclusive and productive workforce for your country and for our region as a whole. In these unprecedented times of COVID-19, it is encouraging to know that there are men and women such as yourselves from all walks of life who are very determined and committed to making a difference to your industries, your communities and your families. The Australian Government is proud to support APTC initiatives which allow people from around the region to obtain an internationally recognised Australian trade qualification. But while I'm very pleased that Australia is supporting the APTC to deliver the courses you've been studying, it is your hard work and commitment that has got you here today, and it is your achievements that we are celebrating. I would also like to acknowledge those that have stood behind you, supported you and encouraged you, your families, friends, employers and communities. It is wonderful to see the number of female graduates in this cohort. 28 women are graduating today, with women having enrolled in 6 of the 10 courses. And encouragingly, 11 women are graduating from the Leadership and Management course. The Australian Government is committed to supporting gender equality in partnership with Pacific Island governments. A key part of this commitment is ensuring that women and girls have equal access to the education and employment opportunities available. We do this because empowering women and girls is the right thing to do, but also because it is the smart thing to do. Women's participation in the economy helps their families and communities and strengthens their country's economic growth. Further, women in leadership help build stable and inclusive societies. It is correlated with greater resolution of conflict and more robust decision making. An Australian qualification and award is a significant achievement, and an internationally recognised qualification enables greater employment prospects for graduates here at home and abroad. I have heard some very inspiring success stories displaying the dedicated efforts of APTC's Ni Vanuatu graduates. In this graduating cohort, we have a mother and son, Donna Tam Tam and Willie Rymel, who are graduating together from APTC's Certificate 3 in Education Support Program. And we have wonderful alumni that have come before you. Kalrik Kalrai, an alumnus from APTC's Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology Electrician, who has started his own business, Kalrai Electric Services, and has employed 2 full-time staff. And Florence Targa, an alumnus from APTC's Certificate 4 in Community Development, who is working with communities around Awhate to help them to practice good hygiene during this COVID-19 pandemic. The goal of APTC is to promote a more skilled, inclusive and productive workforce that enhances Pacific prosperity. In this new stage, APTC has changed its name from a training college to a training coalition. This demonstrates that APTC is working with and supporting Pacific countries like Vanuatu to progress their own skills agenda for a more sustainable and inclusive development. As Australia's flagship investment in technical and vocational education and training in the Pacific, APTC has trained 15,000 graduates. Of these, Vanuatu citizens make up 15%, with over 2,000 Vanuatu nationals having been trained by the APTC. Australia wants the best possible employment outcomes for graduates like you in the region. This is why APTC focuses on creating pathways to employment, so that you have access to national labour markets, whilst also being able to take advantage of opportunities in regional labour markets, such as Australia's new Pacific Labour Scheme. During these unprecedented times, the Australian Government is committed to working closely with APTC and the Government of Vanuatu to ensure that training meets employer needs for jobs now and in the future, as well as promoting self-employment opportunities. In spite of the uncertainty of these times, you should all find strength in the fact that the skills learnt at APTC will serve you well in whatever career or business opportunity you pursue. So thank you again for all of your efforts, and as well to your families and friends who have supported you. Thanks also to the fantastic APTC management and staff for their stewardship in supporting you through your study journey, culminating in today's virtual graduation ceremony. Graduates, you are now part of a strong network of 15,000 APTC alumni. I encourage you to remain engaged, seek support, and take every opportunity to be change makers in your respective industries. You are now embarking on a new chapter of your life. Your country, the Government of Australia, and APTC share your hopes for a prosperous future for yourselves, your families, and your communities. I'm very proud that the Australian Government is able to play a role in your lives and success stories, and I know you will inspire others to follow in your footsteps. Congratulations, and I wish you all the very best for the future. Thank you too much.
Miss Muriel Metsan Meltonovan, Commissioner, Department of Labour. Honourable Minister Simeon Stiule, Minister for Education and Training. Her Excellency Sarah De Zoeten, Australian High Commissioner to Vanuatu. Graduands, and to our viewers. First and foremost, on behalf of APTC, I'd like to extend my sincere congratulations to our Ni Vanuatu graduands. While we're not able to have this ceremony together, we want you to know that we are still proud of the hard work and dedication you've shown in your studies. We know that for many you needed to leave workplaces and family for a period of time while you attended APTC, and we acknowledge the sacrifices you have made. We trust that your training has given you the skills and knowledge to equip you well for employment, and we wish you well for the future. Today's ceremony is special in many ways. Not only do we celebrate the achievements of Ni Vanuatu men and women, but we also recognise that this is the first virtual graduation that APTC has hosted for its graduating Vanuatu cohort. Our goal at APTC is to promote a more skilled, inclusive and productive workforce that enhances Pacific prosperity. And by achieving this award today, you have demonstrated the benefits of learning to your children, your community, your employers and your country. Despite the challenges brought on by COVID-19, I encourage you to think of innovative ways to use the newfound skills and keep striving towards your goals. Today you also join the APTC alumni, and I congratulate you and encourage you all to stay connected through the APTC Vanuatu alumni chapter. On behalf of all at APTC, I must say that it's been our privilege to be part of your learning journey. You live our motto, creating skills for life, and I offer congratulations to you all. That said, I will now move forward to confer the awards of today's ceremony. In accordance with the Australian Qualifications Framework and in recognition of the individual requirements of each qualification, I confirm that all graduands have met the requirements of their course of study as conferred by TAFE Queensland and delivered through the Australia Pacific Training Coalition. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Certificate 3 in Applied Fashion Design and Technology, graduates of this course have gained valuable skills in fashion design, clothing production, fabric identification, and performance. They have also been trained in sketching, design basics, pattern making, and garment assembly, and fashion industry quality practice. The graduate is Emma Viramalolo.
Certificate 3 in Carpentry. Graduates have learned an extensive range of carpentry skills, including setting up of buildings, drawing plans of structural elements of flooring, wall and ceiling framing to the finishing details, staircase construction, installing windows and fixing locks. And these are the graduates: Aaron Bongmiel Hanghangon, Edwin Mila Tavi, Jerry Livo, Jonah Kapus, and lastly, Kenny Smith-Vera.
Certificate 3 in Commercial Cookery. Graduates have developed skills required to work in a commercial kitchen, as well as enhancing skills and knowledge. Graduates gain an experience providing excellent service and staff relations. Adrian Tari, Madsen Culture.
Certificate 3 in Education Support. Students studying in education support aim to work in a variety of education settings, including public and independent schools and community education settings. Graduates of this qualification will provide assistance and support to teachers and students.
Congratulations, Chantel Molly, Donna Tamtam, Florence Narlet, Gina Matansangul, Marionette Timothy, Martine Tafia, Miriam Kalo, Michael Sampson, Nettie Calico, Nolene Leanaway Kautonga, Vokarai Vanua, Willie Tamtam Rymel, and Zenica Thompson.
Certificate 3 in Hospitality. Graduates have been trained in food and beverage service, including providing responsible service of alcohol, operating a bar, and preparing and serving cocktails and coffee. Skills have also been developed in hygienic practices for food safety, customer service, processing financial transactions, safe work practices, and working effectively in the hospitality industry.
George
Leona, Glenda Karai, Lolita Robert, Natasha Mulum.
Certificate 3 in Individual Support. Graduates of this qualification will be able to use their skills to provide personal care according to individualized plans of living for people in an aged care settings. The graduate is Moma Molivure.
Certificate 3 in Plumbing. Graduates are trained to install, maintain and repair sanitary plumbing, stormwater and sanitary drainage system, including septic tanks, holding wells, silage pits, and absorption trenches. They have also learned to install equipment such as water tanks, pumps, and water heating system. Token Willie Falau.
Certificate 3 in Tourism. Graduates have developed skills in areas such as customer sales, office operations, tour guiding, and promotions. They have also developed a broad awareness of the tourism industry and the skills to effectively contribute to the tourism sector. We only have one graduate for this course. Congratulations, Yannick Tari Voa Voa.
Certificate 4 in Leadership and Management. Graduates have gained the skills and knowledge to lead and manage a team in the workplace. Through developing an understanding of their own leadership and management skills, graduates are well placed to take responsibility for their own performance, as well as the organization and monitoring of the output of the team they manage. Congratulations to the students from Certificate for Leadership and Management. Amos Carlo, Betty Pongelan, Kathy Lewia Thomas, Delphine Heronimili, Glenda Palkonan, Haris Faro, Cekensen Falau, Shong-If Kapalu, Coletta Yauko, Lily Mawa, Polinda Lango, Rebecca Simelum, Teresa Nase, Tony Beribule, Tamakan Gideon Pita, Vanessa Julian Lucy Manuake, Fasti Tolep Murin.
Certificate for Training and Assessment. Graduates have developed skills, knowledge and experience to take on roles such as an enterprise, vocational trainer, training advisor, or training needs analyst. The Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment is highly regarded as a benchmark qualification for those working within the vocational training sector. We only have one graduate for this course. Congratulations, Baker Junior Bruce.
On behalf of the graduates featured in this video, I would like to acknowledge the contribution of the Australian government towards the skills development of Vanuatu nationals and Pacific Islanders across the region through APTC. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. The award you have received is a testament of your hard work, but it's not the end of your journey. Upon entering APTC, for some traveling overseas for your studies, you made a lifelong decision to make a difference in your own future and the future of Vanuatu. The choice you made to further your education and training is incredibly empowering. You now have the ability to set your own destiny and to make a better life for yourself, your family and your country.
During my 6 months at APTC, I made a lot of good friends, built skills and confidence in my trade. I love carpentry and I shared lots of cultural values with friends across from the Pacific, which memories that I will cherish forever. For the parents and families, you must be so proud today as you watch your own son and daughter featured in this video. You too have made a lifelong investment in these young adults to see them grow up in a way to realize their own dreams and the dreams of your family. You too should be celebrated today. Now, one thing so many people today are learning is that education no longer stops on graduation day. I call on each of you to continue your own education and to encourage your friends and families and co-workers to continue their education and training. Whether it be through APTC, continuing studies, or just practicing what you already learned. We should help spread the good word of education and training so that more New Vanuatu can get the training and the skills they need for a good future. Once again, congratulations and good luck to all of us.
I am also excited to join Haron and welcome our new graduates into the APTC Vanuatu Alumni chapter. As you receive your new APTC Alumni shirt, you join a network for over 15,000 Pacific Islanders that make up the APTC Alumni. The chapter allows you to stay connected with your fellow graduates here today and participate in a wide range of activities in collaboration with fellow alumni, APTC and the community. Alumni activities provides a great opportunity to expand your professional network. We conduct professional development workshops, community projects, discussion groups, online social networking groups, and much more. I would like to invite all graduates to visit the APTC Vanuatu Alumni chapter and learn more about our activities for the rest of the year. Once again, congratulations, and we look forward to your contribution in the Alumni chapter.
Congratulations once again to our graduates from Semester 2 2019. Last year, APTC and Credit Corporation Vanuatu signed an MOU to support entrepreneurship in Vanuatu through a business grant scheme targeted at APTC alumni. The grant scheme, worth 1 million Vatu, is generously financed by Credit Corporation and will be offered to 2 APTC alumni in progressive application processes. We trialled the first application at the end of 2019 and received almost 20 very strong applications in a range of sectors, including leadership and management, education, tourism, ICT, carpentry, and many more. After a competitive selection process, I am pleased to announce that the first winner of the 500,000 Vatu grant is Mr. John Matahu Ken. Mr. Matahu is an APTC alumnus from the International Skills Training course and has an ICT background. Since 2014, he has been running the Ituani Centre in Marlow to provide much needed ICT services and training to remote communities. The centre was established after a study was conducted in 2009 that discovered that 98% of people on Marlow Island were travelling daily to Luganville to access ICT. Today, Ituani Centre also has a second branch on Malampa on the island of Malakula. I take this opportunity to encourage today's graduating cohort to think about self-employment opportunities and to always think about what you can do to be innovative in your field. Once again, congratulations to Mr. John Ken Matahu, and we hope this grant will support you and the communities that Ituani Centre serves to expand and promote the use of ICT across Vanuatu.
John Temba ICT program lehem lo malo, and your program lehem lo kids, so begin UB. He offers programs to help with business houses, and we have our program to help our community disadvantaged, other program to preserve culture, environmental, we use solar energy to power the computers and everything. So everything habitat is for the future. Okay, so we are very proud. And one of our values from Vivala is be committed to helping communities. And I'm glad that with Anna, some country, Malaysia PUB, we listen to the concept here. And she can be taken through the whole process to make sure we arrive at one winning candidate. So today you have John. So I think Dr. will be here. So congratulations, John.
Remember me. Remember me.